When I was thinking about what to say today, I asked ChatGPT, write me a TED Talk about student empowerment. Within seconds was a remarkably insightful talk about how empowering students is not only good for students, but society as a whole. And it gave ways to do it. But that's not the speech I'm going to give today. It did get me thinking, in this ChatGPT world we're living in, with artificial intelligence on the rise, self-driving cars, growing misinformation in the World Wide Web, virtual reality, phones as our classroom textbook. How are we preparing our young people for this world we live in? How can schools better address the very real present and coming world challenges? Social inequality, political polarization, climate change, technological advances. All of these require creative and collaborative solutions. As we head into this new age, we need to stop training our kids to be mindless robots and instead empower them to be mindful co-creators. Not just with technology like ChatGPT, but with each other. Hi, I'm Dave Heinton, founding school director of Exploration High School in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I believe we need to provide our students with the tools to address these complex issues. At Exploration, we're on a mission to do just that and continue our streak of 96% of our students returning, earning national recognition for our work in equity, growing to over 30 community partnerships in our neighborhood, the neighborhood George Floyd called home. I'd like to share a little bit about how we got here and where we're headed. At the heart of what we do is co-creation. This past summer, at the start of our professional development, we invited a group of students to co-create alongside our staff. And we asked our students, what are your hopes and dreams? What are the obstacles getting in the way? What do you need from us as a school to get there? And man, what they say surprised me. Rearranging all the Post-it notes from the listening session, we noticed 5 trends. The kids of tomorrow need more than multiple choice tests. They need to be able to look at themselves in the mirror and say these 5 things. 1, I will be able to take care of myself. 2, I will be able to set and accomplish my goals. 3, I will have literacy, financial, digital, cultural literacy to reach those goals. 4, I'll be able to communicate honestly and effectively. 5, I will be able to navigate multiple environments after high school, whether starting a business, getting a job, or going to college. These have become our criteria for success, our graduate profile that's a North Star for our work. So we take these criteria and we co-create our curriculum and our culture that empowers our students to achieve these 5 skills. In co-creating curriculum, we ask our students, we want them to have more choice and agency in what they're learning through a hands-on approach. From a passive way of regurgitating information to purposeful learning. Essentially, we help our students determine what they care most about and then help them connect the core subjects and concepts to the reality of the world we live in. Take Fee.
I'm Fee. I'm a 10th grader at Exploration High School. I would like to start off by giving you a little story of my life. When I was in 7th grade, the pandemic hit and I missed most of my middle school years. Eventually, 9th grade had came around and I enrolled in a new school called Exploration High School. I was afraid that I was going to be in my old skipping habits because I didn't know if this school was going to be any different. One day, I was sitting down in the cafeteria with my special education teacher talking about community asset projects I could possibly do, and I said something dumb. I wish I could tell you guys what that thing was, but it was pretty dumb. I don't even remember. My teacher laughed it off and proceeded to ask me what was things I was passionate about. So I proceeded to tell her things, and what struck out to her was how when I told her I was into beauty and anything body care. Then that led to the business, Bimbo Cosmetics. I had the opportunity to start at 14. Now I'm glad to say I've been doing so much better, no matter how many obstacles life throws my way. I'm proud to say that I'm on my second year of working on my business and growing both my business and myself.
Thanks, Fee. Co-creating culture drives the curriculum forward, from a top-down approach of discipline to a restorative approach with co-ownership of our space and community. We want our students to have a sense of ownership and belonging. And we asked our students, what do you want on the inside of our school community? What do you want to keep on the outside? They were able to distill down to the most important things: good vibes, support, trust and honesty, a growth mindset, and a brave, safe space. We want all of our students to have a role in the decision-making processes of our school, to understand and to feel that diversity of voices not only ends division, but drives innovation. That's why our students are on different committees, which help problem solve issues that come up in the school, generate new ideas and traditions, such as school newspaper, dances, what we eat for lunch, and co-authoring grants. To share more how students contributing to committees not only impacts their lives, but the lives of others, meet Sidru.
My name is Sidru. I'm an agender, non-binary person, and I'm the child of 2 food scientists. Food is important in my house, far more than just sustenance. It's a love language, a gift, a form of communication, and eating together is just as important. My dad sits at one end of the table with his back to our living room, and my mom sits at the other end with her back to our backyard. It's important that she sits there because she's been deaf in her left ear since she was in her teens. I get to sit on the far side of the table from our kitchen. Imagine you're in our kitchen. It's not quite this big, but it'll be all right. And I get to sit with my back to the wall and our vaguely eerie Thomas Kincaid painting. My brother has to sit on the other side of the table with his back to the kitchen and on the benches because he's a messy eater. When we have spaghetti, he somehow manages to get pasta sauce in his hair. A little bit of magician in that, right? I don't know how he does it. From that importance of food and also the food science degrees that my parents hold comes the importance of balanced meals talk. The amount of times I've been told, yes, you need proteins and carbohydrates, but also fats and sugars and minerals and vitamins, and yes, you have to take your omega-3 supplements even though they taste disgusting, is a little bit ridiculous, but it's also important. It was important for me, starting at a young age, to not only hear the importance of taking care of myself, but also being told how to do that, which is something that often gets lost in translation. Luckily for me, my parents' education style and Exploration High School's education style mesh very smoothly. At Exploration, we're not only taught that we need to prepare for life after high school, but we're also taught what to prepare for and how to start, which can be the most difficult part. And that's where the motivation came from to join the food committee. The food committee oversees our lunch menus, collecting feedback on lunches. We're reopening our school store, and we're hopefully going to start up our gardens in our backyard now that Mother's Day is fast approaching. In the past, I have never, ever, ever liked school lunches. They were rote and dispersonal. At one point, I got served raw chicken, which was horrible. And the portion sizes were the same from kindergarten up to 12th grade, which is abjectly ridiculous. But at the same time, I would come home to homemade meals by my dad of corned beef or fish tacos or crepes or fried rice, and I felt the love in every single one of those meals that he made. My family comes from and lives in many different places throughout the US. My dad lived in Guam when he was in high school, and my mom spent some of her elementary and middle school years in American Samoa. And I've been able to take those lessons that I was taught about the importance of food and the love you can put into food to what I do in our food committee. And I'm incredibly grateful that now at Exploration High School, I'm given the opportunities and the spaces to share that love and those knowledge with everyone else.
Thanks, Sidru. Now, none of this may sound new to you, but that's exactly the point. There's something deeply profound about it all. Something I sometimes forget. And the secret is in our school name. Recently, a teacher came to me and said, "Hey, Dave, some of the new students are afraid to come talk to you. We've got to do something about it." I couldn't believe it. I thought I made myself so approachable. I mean, my office is literally in the middle of the hallway. I'm the lunch lady, I'm the bus driver, I'm the school nurse. I interact with the students all the time. But what this teacher helped me realize is I am also the principal. And at the end of the day, that role comes with power. I wasn't sure what to do. My mind started developing complex strategies to problem solve it. And the teacher had a more profound idea. A game of hide and seek. You see, power gets in the way of where real co-creation happens when we play. And folks, do not underestimate the power of a game of hide and seek with teenagers. It had us laughing just like 5-year-olds, acting like 5-year-olds. I mean, just imagine a 5'11" high schooler squeezing into a kitchen cabinet. You should have seen the looks on their faces. There was something in their eyes, and mine, that said, "I see you. I really see you." You see, at the end of the day, the most important thing we hope our students remember, that they retain, is the essence of what makes kids truly amazing in the first place. Their innate sense of curiosity, creativity, and of course, play. In that exploration, we believe that will help empower our students to face any new world with what they really need: fresh eyes, strong minds, and open hearts. Thank you.